The drama surrounding OnlyOneOf, especially their member KB, recently took the internet by storm after allegations surfaced that what many thought was just a fan artist relationship might have been something more. There's a lot to unpack: how it all started, how it spiraled, and where things stand now. Let's get into it. It all started on May 5th, when OnlyOneOf members KB and 9 officially joined TikTok, launching individual accounts and starting regular live streams. At first, no one really knew what their intentions were. Some fans saw it as an opportunity for a more personal connection, while rumors quickly spread that the group might be struggling financially and that KB and 9 were turning to TikTok for some quick cash. Still, the lives blew up. Fans flooded the streams, and donations started pouring in through TikTok gifts, which can range in value from a few cents to hundreds of dollars. One user, Love, quickly stood out, regularly dropping the most expensive gifts, sometimes on both members' streams at once. Then came another big spender, Alex. His donations began matching, and sometimes surpassing, Love's. Both were hard to miss. KB and 9 frequently shouted them out, acknowledging their usernames on live in front of thousands. Everything seemed to be going on normal for a while, but the turning point came when longtime fans, some of them core members of OnlyOneOf's fanbase, Lion, suddenly discovered they had been blocked by KB and 9 with no explanation. These weren't casual followers. These were loyal, day-one supporters, just blocked for no reason. Around the same time, things got darker. Anonymous users began flooding the TikTok chat with hate, some even going as far as to threaten KB and 9 directly. But the chaos didn't stop there. These anonymous accounts also began doxing fans in real time, posting their personal info, real names, and even addresses. That was not all. Some impersonated real fans, using their usernames and profile pictures to stir confusion among the whole community. Things started going downhill real fast, and no one seemed to have any idea who these culprits were. To fight the mess, KB's manager stepped in and requested moderators for the chat. One of the first to be given mod privileges? Alex, already a well-known name for his massive donations. During the time that identities started unraveling, the person behind Love was exposed. Her real name, Jamie. Now, this particular Jamie was already a popular figure among the OnlyOneOf fandom, but not all for the right reasons. Her presence in the fandom had been controversial. While a few saw her as supportive, others described her as controlling and disruptive. She had a reputation for stirring up drama within the community. During fan calls, she was known for pushing sensitive topics, behavior many fans found inappropriate, especially given that she was reportedly a therapist with a background in behavioral health. During all this mess, 9 decided to pause his live streams, possibly to distance himself from the escalating situation. But KB chose to continue. This didn't sit well with Jamie, formerly Love, who had just been doxxed and publicly identified. She took to social media, urging KB to also take a break from live streaming for her safety, but KB wouldn't give in to her demands. He blatantly refused and kept going with the streams. Feeling ignored, Jamie retaliated by leaking screenshots of private messages between her and KB. The messages suggested that their relationship went beyond the typical fan-idol dynamic. In one post, she even claimed she wasn't just a fan, she was KB's friend. That bombshell sent shockwaves through the fandom. It left a lot of people confused and unsure of what to believe. Who exactly is Jamie to KB, and why do they share such private conversations together? On May 10th, KB went live again, but this time, it was a subscriber-only stream meant to clear the air. And he didn't hold back. He was finally going to reveal the answer to the question fans had been stressed out over. In the live stream, KB didn't hold back. There were no half measures, no dodging. He pointed the finger directly at Jamie, accusing her of being the root of the chaos that had been unraveling behind the scenes. According to him, she wasn't just a bystander. She was either running or heavily linked to anonymous accounts that had been spreading false rumors, doxing fans, and stirring up drama from the shadows. He urged his followers to ignore anything she said moving forward, insisting that her version of events couldn't be trusted. And just to make it crystal clear where he stood, he dropped the final blow. Jamie was officially blacklisted from all future OnlyOneOf events. But Jamie didn't stay silent. Shortly after, she returned, this time through her Instagram story. She denied every allegation, claiming KB had no real proof. According to her, anyone could have been behind the anonymous accounts. She admitted that her relationship with KB was complicated and difficult, hinting that the boundaries between fan, friend, and something more had long been blurred. She challenged KB to provide actual evidence or file a police report if he truly believed she was involved. Otherwise, she considered the accusations reckless and damaging. Jamie didn't back down. She fired back with calm conviction, insisting that her TikTok donations weren't some twisted form of manipulation. They were a genuine effort to support KB and Nine's future album. According to her, it wasn't about attention or control. It was about the music, the love for it, the hope that her contributions might help something meaningful come to life, not tear it apart. She painted herself not as a villain, but as someone who simply cared too much. But at this point, the drama had stopped being a story with heroes and villains. It had become a full-blown clash. Two sides, both armed with receipts and accusations, pulling fans deeper into a maze of confusion and blurred loyalties. Then came a twist no one saw coming. One of KB's own livestream moderators stepped forward and dropped a bombshell. Several anonymous hate accounts, yes, the same ones behind the doxing, the chaos, and the targeted harassment, were allegedly linked to the same IP address as Jamie's account. If that was true, it wouldn't just make her a participant in the drama. It would tie her directly to the most damaging parts of it, as a potential architect, not just a casualty. But Jamie pushed back again, posting a screen recording of a conversation she had with KB's TikTok manager. In it, she suggested that the attention KB had recently shown to Alex, the other major donor, was driven by money, not genuine loyalty. The conversation also included a damning detail. The manager allegedly confirmed that KB had personally instructed the team to block certain fans who had been loyal for years. To many in the fandom, that revelation stung. If Jamie really had that kind of influence over KB, enough to help blacklist longtime supporters, it called everything into question. What really happened behind the scenes? Was this about protecting idols from harm, or was it a mess fueled by money, ego, and blurred boundaries? Fans were now watching a slow-motion collapse of trust, where accusations moved faster than evidence, and relationships destroyed in real time. By May 10th, KB had started quietly unblocking fans, and then the next day, he went public. He posted a TikTok statement that fans had been waiting weeks for, finally breaking the silence. KB explained that he was under immense stress and felt like he had no choice but to speak up. He claimed Jamie had leaked her own personal information, only to later accuse a fan of doing it. She had allegedly asked him to stop live streaming for her safety, but later turned around and threatened other fans, even fabricating messages to paint KB in a negative light. He also accused Jamie of bullying another fan while simultaneously framing herself as the victim. He said she became controlling, especially when a new fan named Alex started receiving more attention during streams, implying that jealousy may have played a role in her actions. According to KB, Jamie pushed him to support certain struggling fans, but was never satisfied with how he handled it. Eventually, he asked his manager to monitor the fan chat and issue a warning to Jamie, but he claimed she didn't back down. Toward the end of the video, KB admitted that he once believed Jamie had good intentions, but over time, he came to view her as manipulative and emotionally volatile. He alleged that she used fake accounts and messages to stir chaos within his community. He ended the message by asking fans to focus on peace, not the drama. But just 9 days later, on May 20th, the video vanished, quietly deleted without a word. Still, the damage had been done. Everything KB wanted to say had already been heard. And while some fans took his side, the storm didn't pass. It only shifted direction. Then Jamie came back swinging. On May 13th, days before the video was taken down, she posted a screen recording that sent shockwaves through the fandom. The footage allegedly showed KB naming specific fans and reading out private from messages that fans had believed were sacred, protected by the unspoken rule of confidentiality between artist and supporter. The reaction was instant. Fans felt exposed, betrayed, and furious. Jamie didn't stop there. She also dropped a Google Drive link containing even more files, though the full contents weren't immediately confirmed. Still, it didn't take long for fans to start recognizing their own words in the leaked screenshots, proof that at least some of it was real. That moment shifted everything. This wasn't just about a toxic fan or an overwhelmed artist. it was bigger, messier, more personal. In response, Kool's team countered with more screenshots, this time showing messages Jamie had allegedly sent to him. His manager described the messages as emotionally manipulative, calling them examples of gaslighting. One screenshot contained a list of demands Jamie had reportedly made back in April, including requests for KB to block specific fans from streams, gift her a subscription, and publicly defend her against criticism. May 20th, KB and Nine were back live streaming on TikTok. KB had unblocked some fans and resumed engagement, but Nine remained completely silent and continued to keep several longtime fans blocked. Then, a few days later, another key figure finally spoke up. Alex, the fan who had unknowingly become a central character in the feud, broke his silence. Jamie had accused him of using money and donations to buy influence and special treatment from KB, manipulating the community and potentially expecting romantic or sexual rewards. Alex firmly denied all of it. He described himself as a 20-year-old trying to survive the emotional mess, insisting that the accusations were unfair and damaging. At this point, there's no clean ending, just a tangled mess of screenshots, broken trust, and silence where clarity should be. Maybe KB was protecting his peace. Maybe Jamie was trying to be heard. Maybe Alex was caught in the crossfire. What's clear is that the fallout damaged more than reputations. It fractured a fandom. But despite all the back and forth, one thing has become clear. Both sides bear responsibility. No one came out of this untouched. And if OnlyOneOf hopes to preserve what's left of their public image and careers, this kind of drama is exactly what every member should avoid, at all costs.